There is a level of inner discipline that causes genuine, almost primal fear in ordinary people. You've probably seen people like this in your life. They wake up every single day at the exact same time. They do the same routine, difficult things. They simply never stop. While everyone else in the marathon gives up by the end of the third week, they keep moving. While everyone else finds brilliant, logical excuses for their laziness, they simply do their work in silence. And do you know what people usually whisper behind their backs? They say, "There's something wrong with that guy. That's just not normal. He's like a robot." But behind this frightening, mechanical consistency, there is no inborn talent. There's no genetic predisposition and no iron willpower that motivational speakers love to shout about. Behind it stands an ancient, ruthless system created by Zen Buddhist monks in the mountains of Japan. They call this concept Jyoji continuous, endless practice. And once you understand how the architecture of this method works, you will never abandon any of your goals again. But there is one harsh condition. This system is not for everyone. For it to work in your reality, you will have to mercilessly kill the part of yourself that loves comfort and constant compromises. Remember how your attempts to start a new life usually look. On Monday morning, you are full of absolute, unshakable motivation. You are ready to move mountains. By Wednesday, the first internal bargaining begins. You allow yourself a small indulgence. By Friday evening comes complete and unconditional surrender. And on Sunday, you look in the mirror again and promise yourself that next week will definitely be different. You try new habit trackers, download expensive apps, watch inspiring videos. But nothing works for long. Do you know why? Because you are trying to win a war against someone who controls the operating system of your brain itself. You are playing by the rules of your internal saboteur. Until you learn the secret of the novices from the ancient temple Iheiji *. Step 1. Irreversible commitment. In Zen Buddhist temples, there is one rule that seems absurdly simple to a Western person, but it changes absolutely everything. Since the year 1200, every day at exactly 3:30 in the morning, a heavy copper bell rings in Iheiji Temple. And since the year 1200, every day the monks wake up. Not at 3:25, and certainly not at 3:40. Exactly at 3:30. Do you want to know what never happens inside the cold walls of that temple? Not a single monk lies on his mat, staring at the wooden ceiling with the treacherous thought, "Maybe today I'll skip the morning meditation. I was so tired yesterday. One day of rest won't change anything." That question simply does not exist in their reality. They have no option to choose. Why? Because they understand neurobiology better than modern coaches. Your brain automatically sorts every promise you make into one of two boxes every second: reversible commitments * and irreversible commitments. Reversible commitments are the quiet promises you make to yourself before going to sleep. A promise to start a diet or begin learning to code. They inevitably turn into morning negotiations. Irreversible commitments are things that simply happen like the sunrise. When a novice takes his vows before the entire community, he is not giving a weak promise to try to meditate every day. He changes his fundamental identity. He publicly declares, "I am the one who meditates." The whole community becomes a silent witness. The identity changes once and for all. Internal bargaining ends before it even begins. Neurobiologists from leading universities who have studied habit formation for more than 15 years discovered a frightening fact. When you make your intention truly public and irreversible, your ancient brain perceives possible failure as a direct threat to survival. Our ancestors, who lost status and respect in the tribe, died from hunger and cold. Your limbic system still operates according to those brutal laws. Stop giving yourself quiet, comfortable promises in the emptiness of your bedroom. Make your challenge irreversible. Declare it in a way that retreat becomes far more painful for your psyche than the hard work itself. Step 2. Destroy time as a variable asterisk. But even after a public declaration, a guerrilla war will still be going on inside you. Your physical body does not care about your reputation. It wants to sleep when it is tired. It desperately demands fast carbohydrates and sugar when it feels sad or anxious. And this is where the second unshakable principle of the monks comes into play, fixed time asterisk. Every day you burn a colossal amount of mental energy on one stupid, destructive question. When exactly will I do this? Now, after a big breakfast, in the morning before the office, or in the evening after work? This endless decision-making process burns glucose in your prefrontal cortex, the precious energy you should have spent on the action itself. You burn all the fuel just deciding when to start the engine. Choose one specific time for your most important task. For example, 5 a.m. Not because you are a romantic who loves sunrises, but because at 5 a.m. the rest of the world is still asleep. No new notifications. No urgent emails from clients. No distractions. No space for excuses. A fixed time is not about trendy schedule optimization. It is about completely eliminating time as a variable **. When your schedule floats, you force your brain to make new decisions every single day, and the brain hates difficult decisions. Fix the time, and you will free up a massive resource of attention. Understanding how the architecture of our brain works and how to outsmart our own weaknesses is not just a beautiful Eastern metaphor. It is a real, hard tool for survival and dominance in the modern world. I go through this path of resistance myself every day, and I take my toughest insights, thinking strategies, and concentration tools with me to my Telegram channel. It's my live journal of a researcher. There is no plastic success. There are no empty motivational quotes. Only distilled ideas for those who truly want to learn how to control their mind. There are already tens of thousands of thinking, ambitious people there. If you need not just emotions for one evening but real algorithms, the link is in the description. And we continue hacking the system. Step 3. Execution without internal dialogue. The third secret of Zen discipline is called mushin **, or the state of no mind. It is the moment when action happens in absolute emptiness, without prior discussion with yourself. Remember what happens when your alarm clock rings. Your hand reaches for the phone, and in that exact fraction of a second, a courtroom opens in your head. Your inner lawyer begins a brilliant speech. It's so cold outside. We only slept 6 hours. Productivity drops without sleep. Let's move the timer just 15 minutes. It will be healthier. You listen to these arguments, and you always lose that trial. Because your brain is a genius manipulator. It knows all your weaknesses. Monks do not negotiate with the terrorists in their heads. When the bell rings, the body rises from the mat before the brain has time to formulate the first thought about fatigue. To implement this, use the *3-second rule*. Between the stimulus, the alarm clock, a calendar reminder, opening an empty document, and your physical action, there must be no more than 3 seconds. The decision was already made yesterday. Today, there is no place for debate. If you start thinking about how hard it will be to work, you have already lost. Cut off the thoughts. Just move your hands and feet. Action must always outrun doubt. Step 4. The art of a small death. The modern world has taught us that every action must bring immediate pleasure. If we work, we play cheerful music. If we eat, we watch YouTube at the same time. We have forgotten how to tolerate boredom. We have become slaves to constant hyperstimulation. Zen practice teaches the art of a small death ***. The death of your ego that constantly demands entertainment and comfort. When you sit down to write a complex report or begin learning the grammar of a foreign language, your brain starts suffocating from the lack of dopamine. Boredom becomes physically painful. Your first reaction is to escape. Pick up your phone, check social media, make tea. But what if you stop running? What if you allow that boredom and tension to pass through you? Accept the fact that real deep work is not a celebration. It is not supposed to be fun. It is often monotonous, painful, and exhausting. And that is completely normal. The moment you give yourself the inner permission to experience discomfort, the resistance disappears. You stop wasting energy searching for easy paths. You simply accept the pain as the inevitable price of your future triumph. Step 5. Practice without a finish line. And finally, the main reason why **99% of people break ***. It is the mindset of a marathoner. You were sold the idea that a habit forms in **21 days**. You grit your teeth, gather your willpower, and endure 3 weeks hoping that on the 22nd day, magic will happen and hard work will suddenly become easy. When the magic doesn't happen, you get disappointed and quit. For the monks of Aiheiji, the concept of **Ioji** means that the path has no end. They do not meditate to achieve enlightenment by next Thursday. They meditate because meditation * is their life **. The action itself is the goal. Stop setting finish lines. Stop saying, "I will run for a month to lose weight before summer." Because as soon as summer arrives, you will stop running and gain the weight back with interest. Start saying, "I am a person who trains his body." Shift the focus from the final result to the process itself. The result is only a side effect of your daily routine. When you remove the finish line, you remove the rush. And where there is no rush, there is no panic and no breakdowns. There is only you and today's action. One step, one strike, one completed task. This is not the fast path. This is the path of a lifetime. But it is exactly what separates those who only dream from those who take this world for themselves. The transformation of your mind is not a one-time event. It is a daily, ruthless battle for control over your own attention. And if you are ready to truly enter this battle,